Do is play the game to this game booth, and you be giving game like a big brother mission. Never let them take it from you.
The Bible calls it having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. And so they tap into another power because they want to feel some type of power. They want to feel some type of structure that religion brings. And so they tap into powers of darkness. They tap into powers of
October 2022, and I was sleeping. Then I saw in a dream a man that I don't know. He told me, "Alpha, come, let's go to the stadium to watch football." Immediately I joined him, and when we went and arrived at the stadium, in the dream I saw that this was not Africa because I know the kind of stadium we have in Africa. The stadium was the state of the art, and there were teams of Western nations and African nations playing football. As we were watching these teams playing, the man asked me, "Alpha, is watching football a bad thing or not?" I replied to the man, "There is no way that watching football is bad. It cannot be a bad thing. That is why we have come to watch." But the man said to me, "Alpha, watching football is evil." I said, "What do you mean? How can watching football be evil?" He told me, "Alpha, anyone that watch football, anyone that support a football team, anyone that is passionate for football is not worthy of me." I was stunned and surprised by this man's statement, and I said, "What do you mean?" He replied to me, "Anyone that watch football and anyone that support a football team is in idolatry." I was still perplexed and in wonder. I asked again, "What do you mean?" He told me, "Alpha, you see all these football player, they have the ability to duplicate themselves. I am trying to tell you that a football player can be on the bench in reserve, and at the same time on the field playing like a spirit. Moreover, these players don't play the game alone on the pitch because they are accompanied by demons. Often when a player score a goal, people go to Hugh. In truth, they are hugging a spirit that had scored the goal." Every time this man was talking, I was asking myself question in my heart, and the man was answering these questions without me uttering a word. He said all these teams of football are in occultism, even the football association that train young player in academy. I said to the man, "There is no way that these young people that are been trained by coaches can be in the occult because they are young and innocent." The man told me, "Even if you are young and you say you are just training and that you have not resorted to occultism, but the fact that you are in a football club and association where the coach and owner had signed agreement and pact with charlatan for the team to excel, you are also connected to the covenant and pact signed by your coach or the team. Even if you have not personally signed the pact, you are participating and you are together with the team in covenant and you are connected in the spirit world." Young people that are enrolled in football academy of these great team are no longer innocent, for they have joined organization that have signed pact with the spirit world. The man told me, "Any man that make time at home and seek to watch football, and supporting these teams is not worthy to be called my sons and daughter. He is not pleasing me and he has to abandon." I said in myself, "I don't watch football and my husband also don't watch," but the man was saying to me, "Go and tell them, I have come to transmit the message." I was instructed to tell God people, I'm not adding nor removing anything, I am telling it exactly the way I receive it. I am here to warn you who are passionate about football, you who get sad when the team you support lose, and you who gossip about football to the point where you even lose your appetite when your team lose and you cannot eat, and you who feel victorious and triumphant and shout when your team wins, but you never shout to the lost souls of this world to warn them to repent, for they are in danger of hell. The Lord said you are not worthy and you are displeasing Him for your idolatrous behavior. You have passion for sport and you are given to football in your mind and spirit and body. You are in danger of hell. The Lord told me to warn you that you are displeasing Him. You will miss the kingdom of heaven because time and energy spent in football. The Lord has sent this warning for you and me. We must separate ourselves from football team, fandom and championship because of Satanism and idolatry. Maybe you used to say that your son will go to the academy to train in order to become a professional player because he showed talent. If you doubt what I am saying, ask the Lord whether He is pleased for you to take your child to football academy for professional career. Ask Him. But I am here to warn you that football is evil. Understand that these football association and teams are linked to demons through pact and covenant, and the players that join teams that are in alliance with demon enter into covenant with demon. We also know that individual players contract alliance with charlatan. In short, we must stay away from football, for the Lord disapprove it. Brother and sister, I am pleading to you not to neglect and reject this warning from the Lord, because it is the word of the Lord himself. If you don't take it seriously, even in the afterlife during your judgment before your Creator, he will play this video for you. It will be too late, for you will be cast to the lake of fire for worshipping soccer stars and demon who control these teams. You can't say I just go to the stadium and watch in order to have fun. That's a very big mistake, for the Lord said whoever sit down to watch football, whoever gossip about football, whoever is a fan of a football team and player is displeasing him. In fact, before a football match, there are rituals, even blood ritual. This is in order to win the game. As a result of these rituals, the stadium will be filled with demons, and the pitch, demons that are summoned by these teams, coaches and players. For the Lord said, when a football game is being played, the player are not alone, they are accompanied and assisted by demon. When a Christian buy a football shirt with the name of a player, it is idolatry. We are created to worship the Lord, not to worship men. I am not the first to give this warning against football. Many servants of God have already warned about football. I used to be of hard heart, because when the Lord was warning women to separate from vanity, modernity and fashion clothes, I was saying these people are liars, they are not serious. I refused to accept that the Lord was against the adornment of the world, such as wig, beauty powder, jewelry, chains and earring. Had I continued to be of hard heart, you know the fate of those who fail to separate from the items and property of Jezebel. Thank God I humble myself and strip myself of the worldly ornament. I remember, beloved, in the past when there was national football where our national team was playing on Sunday in the national stadium. That Sunday the church was empty because everybody wanted to watch the football match, and the moderator was leading prayer with speed in order to finish the service earlier and go watch football, to worship football stars and the devil. The Lord has spoken so that we can take measure. We do not know the day nor the hour. Let us respond to the warning of the Lord. Moreover,